This satellite was built rural girls of India from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, and that's where from Tamil Nadu, Khushbu and Diya were a part of. So once I started calling the principals, there were principals who actually mentioned to me that, I don't think girls from our villages will be able to take part in this because at the age of 15 and 16, they get married after 10th grade. It all depends on adults like us. It is the responsibility that we hold. In Tamil, I always say, Petral dan pillaya, yella pillayum namma pillai dan. 108 countries together, 12,000 girls from humble backgrounds to study space, and not only study, but they will be brought to India to build a payload, to build a satellite to the moon. Hey, we were there together in this space mission that went up the moon. The moon is still there like that. Why are we fighting? Right? So it is not only science that we are teaching. It is a complete humanity.
So usually, we as children must have definitely attended camps like NCC, JRC, much more. I've also been to such camps. But have you all heard the beautiful lady, Dr. Kesan, who is sitting right next to me, has sent children to space camps? Yes, it must be surprising, but this is true. With this, I would wholeheartedly welcome Khushbu and Diya Jaiswin, who have been a part of Azadi Sat mission. So can we all give a huge round of applause and welcome the two beautiful girls who have been part of such great mission here. Thank you so much. And now, ma'am, I'm curious to know so much from you. But shooting with the first question, I would like to know what specific initiatives have Space Kids India taken to support young girls and women entering STEM and aerospace fields? Do you believe gender parity in the space sector is achievable in the next decade?
I think I'll answer the second question first. Yes, it is absolutely achievable. It is all in the mind. Well, when I started about 7 years ago, and until this day, I think I'm the only woman founder in the world to have designed and launched 27 space missions.
Whoa!
In the world. So it has always been a myth that women and technology do not go hand in hand. Exactly. You need a support system in everything. Yes, support system is always good, and working together is always good. But right from the days of Apollo, missions, women were not given that priority or given that seat together on the table to share their views and to speak about anything, even math. We had so many women engineers, but everybody at the back seat. Okay? So now that was irking me. Initially, it was not that I wanted to do something for women. No, I started off that we need to bridge this gap between the most youthful country, the most youthful populated country, that is India, with space. That then culminated when I got to interact with so many girls and we wanted them to work in this industry. It was either that, I have to go home fast, I have exams, mom wouldn't let me. So all these questions started irking. So that is when I thought we need to build something different, something impactful for the 75th Indian independence. And that's how Azadi Sat. This satellite was built by 750 rural girls of India from Kashmir to Kanyakumari. Every state and union territory we had girls, and that's where from Tamil Nadu, Khushbu and Diya were a part of.
Amazing, ma'am. First of all, hats off to the thought, the wonderful, the brave thought you've got for all of them here.
Thank you.
And now, so as you mentioned that, we are always trying to focus and bring children, especially the girls from villages and rural places. So what were the challenges you actually faced, especially to convey, to understand and to convince the parents of these little children to make sure that they are also capable enough to explore the world and the space?
Excellent question. Space is generally thought that, it is only for the niche people. It was not for people that are normal, humble, and you needed a lot of money to build. Yes, of course, we needed a lot of money to build satellites or rockets. But to give that exposure, I think we need social entrepreneurs who can think about it, give them a platform. When you give them a platform, they just excel. Today, Khushbu, after working in Azadi Sat, she wants to be a fighter pilot. Wow. This term fighter pilot is not spoken in a normal terminology at school level, right?
True
so
that.
We need to build that strong India where women are able to think about all this. The challenges, yes, I was in the ICCU battling for my life, and that's when I actually gave the proposal to ISRO to build this satellite. I came out of the hospital and started, I requested Niti Aayog for the list of government schools so that I can interact with the principals. So once I started calling the principals, there were principals who actually mentioned to me that, I don't think girls from our villages will be able to take part in this because at the age of 15 and 16, they get married after 10th grade. The parents will not allow them for extra classes. They cannot go out. They cannot cross the village. So it was like they cannot do this, they cannot do that, they cannot do this. It was only cannot. It was really saddening and, it was burdening. But again, on the contrary, I have to tell you, there were some principals who started crying on the phone. They said, "Hamare gaon, aapne kahan pe dhoonda hai?" That was also very, very touchy. Aapne kahan se dhoonda hamare gaon ko? Mehsana, I still remember that principal. He said, "Aap kuch bhi karo, madam ji. हमारे बच्चों को, हमारे लड़कियों को हमने इसरो ले जाना है." So they want to show them that. So we do have principles. So it all depends on adults like us. It is the responsibility that we hold. In Tamil, I always say, petrol dan pillaya, ella pillayum namma pillai dan. And India is full of youth population. Why are we sending all these children abroad to study? We are actually exporting brains, which I really feel offended. I want my Indian children to be here. So whatever little drop that I can do in this mighty ocean called India, I will fight. And that is where Mission Shakti Sat. We Indians believe in one world, one family. We are brought up. Our souls travel in different means in 7 janmas is what we are taught. So everybody becomes a brother and sister. So I was thinking, why is this knowledge only kept for within India? Let India take the lead. Maybe Elon Musk will do it only for America. Maybe people in Russia will do only for Russia and Chinese for China. But we Indians think globally and think for the world. And that is Mission Shakti Sat, where we are bringing 108 countries together, 12,000 girls from humble backgrounds to study space, and not only study, but they will be brought to India to build a payload, to build a satellite to the moon. Not space,
Yes.
moon.
And that is why you're rightly called as a moon hero. She's made sure that students go explore the moon and also I also heard that the children were even made to eat their meals in the moon. Was that true?
It's like a moon atmosphere.
Exactly.
See, what happens is, seeing is believing. Every day you see the moon, right? Space, when a satellite is sent to space, only datas are received. Engineers sit there in front of the system and datas are received. Oh, your satellite is going here, your satellite is going here. But when you send something to the moon, you can proudly feel and say, oh, my bit is there on the moon, right? So that impact my children should have.
Yes, ma'am.
And everything is possible is what I want to implant in these children's mind.
Rightly said. If India gets mentors and more of leaders like you, then definitely the youth, as you mentioned, is definitely going to flourish, and India will soon globally be one of the strongest, as it is now even a more stronger country in the world.
Yes, definitely.
Great. And now moving ahead to the next question, as you mentioned the mission Shakti Sat, I want to know what is the idea behind empowering 12,000 girls from 108 countries? Like, why 108 countries again? And what were the challenges in making this dream into reality?
108, the diameter of the moon. 108 into 108 is the distance between Earth and Moon, approximately.
Yes.
So these are astronomical figures and orbital mechanics where children can be taught in small capsules. So they will not forget this, right? So these things. And 108 plays a very, very important role in our mythology. But it is not Hinduism, definitely. It is our culture, that's all. And the countries that we have onboarded are St. Lucia, Eswatini, Lesotho, Grenada. We've not even heard of such countries. I was there at UNESCO 4 days ago, making a presentation about Shakti Sat to the Science and Education Department chiefs there. And they were shocked. They said, I mean, how come did you reach there? But if there is a will, I think there is a way to reach. And we need, when, our neighbor is happy, we are happy. It is not that we need to eat everything. So we are always happy in sharing. And a world becomes a peaceful world without all this unrest when there are more girls on the table. Because, sorry boys, it has nothing to do that, against y'all, but I think there is one little bit of empathy that women show more than the men. So the ego is lost and we don't fight. So we want more girls, not only on the table of science, but politically. Today, I don't know, Khushbu is sitting here. Tomorrow, she may be the Prime Minister of the country. She may be the President of the country.
True.
So she will just pick the call and, say, hey, we were there together in this space mission that went up the moon. The moon is still there like that. Why are we fighting? Right? So it is not only science that we are teaching. It is a complete humanity.
True that, ma'am. Hats off once again for the noble thought you share with all of us here. And now, I'm curious to know and understand the experiences of these two beautiful angels who have been part of Azadi Sat. So Khushbu, beginning with you. So you have represented, on Indian and international platforms. So I would like to know, how was the feeling after you found out that you are a part of this Azadi Sat mission?
I felt very proud and excited because I made a real satellite. I worked on a real satellite system. It was a very nice experience for me.
Great. And now over to you, Diya. I would like to know that, was there any particular moment, whether during the satellite development, the launch, or the public event, that felt surreal or deeply emotional for you? Like அந்த ஒரு பர்టిక్యులர் மொமெண்ட் உங்களுக்கு ரொம்ப ஞாபகமா இருக்கும், உங்க ஹார்ட்டோட எப்பவுமே அது கனெக்டடாவே இருந்தது, அந்த மாதிரி ஏதாவது ஒரு மொமெண்ட் உங்களுக்கு தோணுச்சா?
அசாதி சாட் பண்ணும்போது என்னென்னா
அந்த எங்கள் ஸ்கூலில் நிறைய ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் படிக்கிறாங்க. அந்த ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸில் வந்து 10 ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் செலக்ட் பண்ணுறாங்க. அந்த 10 ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸில் நானும் ஒரு ஸ்டூடெண்ட்டாக இருந்து ஒர்க் பண்ணும்போது எனக்கு ரொம்ப ஹாப்பியாக இருந்துச்சு.
Super. Cherry. There are so many girls around, who aspire to explore the stars and to explore the space. So what advice would you both love to give to those girls and to the underrepresented communities?
If they like science, they have to enhance their skill in basic fundamental concept. If they are really interested, means they have to look out through the physics and coding like that concepts. And I think age is not a matter. If you want to learn, means you have to read daily and continuously. Thank you.
Thank you so much, girls. And now to you, ma'am, one final question before we close up this session. I would like to know what's that one final message you would love to give to those national dreamers who aspire once again to explore the space.
Everything is reachable. It's just your aspiration. The world is open. The world is in your palm. So just aspire and you will reach the moon. Nothing is far and beyond.
Well, thank you so much. I hope you all are inspired and aspire to see such a beautiful lady who has made sure and who has told us, proved us by her acts and deeds that nothing is impossible. Thank you so much, girls, and thank you so much.
And this is the engineering model of Shakti Sat that went up. Just wanted to show you all.
Thank you.